This video is designed to help you start an air conditioning business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's an air conditioning business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful air conditioning business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. It's a great time to start an air conditioning business if you're a certified HVAC technician who's ready to be an entrepreneur. The HVAC market is worth $16.54 billion, and it's expected to keep growing. But first, you need to learn how to set up your company properly, plan your business strategy, and win your first customers. Follow these steps to starting an HVAC business legally so you can make a living doing the work you love. What is the startup cost for an air conditioning business? HVAC business startup costs usually range from $3,000 to $12,000, depending on how much equipment you need to purchase up front. That cost will be higher if you need to purchase a truck. Here are common HVAC startup expenses you'll have to budget for. A van or truck with enough room to transport equipment, $25,000 to $70,000. Everyday HVAC tools like a hammer, a step ladder, screwdrivers, tape measures, electrical testers, pliers, wire strippers, cordless drills, $200 to $300. Air conditioning and refrigeration tools, $400 to $700. Personal protective equipment, PPE, and other safety equipment, $35 to $50 per person. Vehicle decals or wraps with your company branding, $1,500 to $5,000. Business insurance, $600 to $2,000. Once you have your startup budget, consider applying for a business loan or personal loan from your bank. Create a business plan. Your HVAC business plan will help you figure out how much money you need to launch a successful air conditioning business and get funding from investors and banks. Your business plan should include cover page with contact details, executive summary that outlines the basics of your business plan, business overview that explains why your business exists, financial plan you can show to potential investors, list of services you plan to offer, market analysis with research on your competitors, your business operations in more detail, marketing plan that shows how you will get customers. Get the right certification and license. In most places, you need an HVAC certification and an HVAC contractor license to run your business. These qualifications are proof that you're trained to do safe, high-quality work, and follow regional trade standards. Create your services list. Decide what HVAC services you want to provide, so you can purchase the right tools and start setting your prices. Here are the most common HVAC repair, installation, and maintenance services you can offer. Furnace repair, furnace tune-up and maintenance, furnace installation, heat pump installation, air conditioning repair, air conditioning tune-up and maintenance, air conditioning installation, air duct cleaning, tankless water heater installation, emergency HVAC service. If you specialized in one type of service in trade school, that's likely the service you should sell the most. To make your work more rewarding, offer services you're good at, and that you enjoy doing. Buy tools and equipment. Now that you know what services you want to offer, you can narrow down what equipment to buy. Here are common HVAC tools you'll need in your bag. Basic hand tools like screwdrivers, wrenches, pliers, hammers, gauges, metal and tubing cutters, and staple guns. Safety tools and PPE like gloves, masks, goggles, and earplugs. Advanced HVAC tools that differ depending on the services you provide, like core removal tools, thermal image cameras, leak detectors, megameters, phase testers, and refrigerant scales. New HVAC contractors typically spend $300 to $500 on basic HVAC tools and safety equipment. The amount you spend on advanced tools depends on what kinds of services you provide. Price your services. To run a successful HVAC business, you need to set prices that cover your expenses and make your business profitable. Here's how to start pricing HVAC jobs. Research your competitors to find out average prices in your area. Determine what markup you need to meet your profit margin goals. Figure out what optional services you can offer to increase your total quote prices. Here are some common pricing strategies you can use for HVAC jobs. Hourly rate. Hourly rates can help you profit more on time-intensive or commercial HVAC contracts. They're also useful when you're unsure how long a job will take. Flat rate. Flat rate pricing lets you set one predictable cost for the entire job. This type of pricing works well when you know how much time the job will take. For example, $400 for an air conditioning repair job. Labor and materials pricing. When pricing an installation, It's usually best to charge your clients based on the amount of labor you do and the equipment you supply. This pricing strategy makes it easier to cover your operating costs. Once you've decided on your service prices, create a pricing chart that lists your service costs per hour or with flat rate pricing. A pricing chart will help you easily provide accurate and consistent HVAC estimates to clients. Promote your business. Marketing is essential to winning your first customers and running a successful HVAC company. Here's what you need to start reaching new customers through marketing. Brand your business. Company branding gives your business a look and personality, and it tells every potential customer you're a pro. Create a logo and choose company colors for your business cards, HVAC website design, uniform, and all your marketing materials. Set up an online presence. Having an online presence means customers can easily find your business on the internet. The more your business shows up online, with a website, social media profiles, and Google local services ads, and directories, the more likely people are to book your services. Go door knocking. New HVAC entrepreneurs typically rely on word of mouth to promote their businesses. Try getting your first few HVAC leads by knocking on doors, and leaving tearaway flyers around your neighborhood. The next part of the video is not specific to an air conditioning business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the air conditioning business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful air conditioning business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills required for these two extremes are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function, They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms, of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records, of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here is a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into 2 parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses, and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running an air conditioning business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free air conditioning business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.